Yes, sir. Ski, Atlanta's #1 hip hop station, Hot 1079, Fly Guy DC.
My Asia Simone.
And we have some special, very important guests in the building today. Some icons, some legends, and I like to say a leader of the new school. Generation Now is checking in the building.
Yes, sir.
Can y'all please introduce yourselves, fellas, please, and thank you.
You go first, man.
I go by the name of Mr. Thanksgiving, Mr. Gangster Grills himself, DJ Drama.
Who are you, brother?
I go by the name Kai Cash, Mr. Cash Rules, the newest over here.
And I'm Mr. Miyagi, Don Cannon.
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 So first and foremost, Generation Now. I mean, you guys have read some of the greats: Lil Uzi Vert, Jack Harlow. I mean, now you got Kai Cash coming in the game. I mean, what can you just say about the legacy that's been, I mean, outside of your own individual brands? Because obviously you produce, you do 1,000,000 things. You know, like, what can you say just as the brand, what can you say about the brand as a whole?
I feel like the name Generation Now kind of like represents how we feel and how we look at the culture. You know, it's not about, you know, what we did yesterday. It's not about it's more about what's coming today and what's to be next. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and sometimes people confuse the names. They'll say Generation Next, but it's really about now because you can't get the next until you have the now. You know, and I think that a lot of it. It's just
Martin Luther Drop.
It's just really built off legacy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when an artist like Kai Cash, you know, when he steps into the building and comes in the forefront, you know, because of what we've done and, you know, so been a part of the culture for so long, it's like we really lended our shoulders for him to stand on, for him to hopefully get to his goals, you know, a little bit faster than he may have had to do it if he wasn't part of the crew, part of the camp.
I want to add on to that too, because when you get an artist, both of you, when you get someone under your wing, you don't just have like a roster of 10 to 15 artists.
Nah.
You take your time with each artist. Like, I don't know if it takes 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Why is that your strategy? Why not have a whole roster? Why focus on, you know, just certain talent?
You said the word right there, focus.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When we put all hands on deck on one artist, it seems to be our triangle offense, championship mode, you know, just that focus of just everybody making sure that all these artists do well. Like, think about it. We was talking about LA. Most artists come to radio without their team.
Mhm.
Here
1000%.
with their artists, kind of push them to go to the next level and just be that supporting cast. You know?
Yes, now, Kai, first and foremost, I've known you for quite a while. So first and foremost, congratulations.
Thank you.
So let's take a step back because we're in 2025 right now. And a couple of years ago, you had a record.
Yeah.
Can we talk?
Yeah.
Crazy record.
Yeah.
Insane. And
I heard it. He let me hear it.
I got a
Facts.
call.
I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Fly Guy DC.
Yeah, I got a
definitely
call
let
from
me hear it.
Mimi like,
Yeah.
hey, this is my bro. I love this record. You gotta hear it. I heard it, and almost in every party I was in was getting it broke in the club. Now,
Yeah.
from that process and there all the way to now, like, has it hit you yet in the company that you're in and the stage that you're about to be in front of? Like, has all that hit you yet?
It's crazy. First and foremost, I want to say thank you in person because you played a big part in that record being big out here. Second, it's just like, it's a limbo because some days it's just like, wow, this is all happening so fast. And then some days it's happening so fast that I'm not even paying attention to how fast it's happening. So it's like, it's a little bit of the best of both worlds. But when I finally get the chance to like sit back and really just have a little out of body experience and see like, bro, you are going places. Like, especially coming from the 2022 era to right now, it's like, bro, this is, like you said earlier, it's a full circle moment. To even be able to have these moments is just like a testament to that exactly. Like, yeah, I'm on these stages now. It feels amazing.
Now you're totally different from Generation Now doesn't have a specific type of artist
Facts.
that they always go after. Like, Uzi is nothing like Jack. Jack is nothing like Uzi, and so on and so on.
Yeah.
Now, you're nothing like nobody over there already. So, do you feel like you have big shoes to fill?
Yeah, but more than anything, it's like competitive. Like, I'm trying to be the next star out of that building. Like, I know what y'all did. I'm a fan of both Jack and Uzi, but it's like, nah, it's on me now. Now y'all need to become fans of me. So it's like, yeah, it's some big shoes to fill, but it's all right.
What are your expectations as an artist? Because like anybody who's successful, we are intentional. He's intentional. He's intentional.
Super.
Everything we do is intentional when it comes to your career. Like, what do you expect as an artist?
I want to inspire people first and foremost. I think that's the biggest thing. Just like through my messages, through my way of life, just how I carry myself and how I create. It's a lot of creatives in the world. I think everybody's creative in their own way. Outside of that, I just really expect myself to, I don't want to sound cliche, but it's like, this has been a dream of mine since I was a kid. And I'm real intentional. I'm real passionate. I've put in blood, sweat, tears, a lot of hours, a lot of days. Like the image out there is from 2017 trying to do the same thing. So for me, it's just like to bring everybody to this world that I'm building. It's not just for me, it's for all of us. I mean, that's what I think my biggest takeaway is for me being an artist. Like I want to be able to inspire, but to bring people into my world and just to show people like we one and the same. Like you could do it too. But I want to be on that level of like, oh nah, he took it to where he expected himself to take it to, and that's the furthest, for lack of better words.
Now, Kenny, when it comes to the selection process of grabbing an artist or you all, meaning you, Drum, Lake, and the whole team getting on one page about getting the artist, how is that process, and how is it if two agree and one don't? Like what happens in those situations?
Yeah.
I'm usually not the one agreeing. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? They got all the great things and then they bring it to me and I'm like, no.
So how do you
know
get you on board?
First of all, he sent it to me first. It's just for example, Kai, 2022, when he was on that, I called everything he sent me whack. I was like, that's whack.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did.
Not just, just me. Like I'm a hard critic.
You
know,
assigned me.
a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? But the process is easy. I mean, Drum and Lake probably get it first. And it's like, yo, I get it. I'd be like, I don't know. Until I get, sometimes I get caught in this whole hit a home run space and not like the base hits, the triple doubles. I don't see none of that. And sometimes I'll wait 6 years to find the next home run, but sometimes I'm not always right. So the process is like that, select some, and then when we come together, we agree on something. This one, I don't think we had to. This one.
Like, damn.
And you gotta like put it in perspective too. Like really, we started the company, and our first signee was really Lil Uzi Vert. So it was like coming off of a rocket ship. You know what I'm saying? So and through the times, there's like there's been artists that we've had the possibility of signing, and we might not all see eye to eye, but it's like when the three of us come together and we really want to do something, it's like it's special. Like somebody like Kyle, like Jack, and like Uzi. And then I think a lot of times too, like people got to remember, like even before Generation Now, like we've been breaking artists for 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jeezy, Wayne, like, Meek, like you could go on for days and days about, things we were a part of, whether it was my mixtapes, whether it was Candace production, his mixtapes, Lake's legacy in the game too. So, I think that I think a very important word for us is develop. So, even when it comes to, like Kenan was saying, like, hitting home runs, it's like we like to get in kind of early with artists and go along the journey, not wait till somebody has a hot record and then go after
development.
them. Absolutely. I think that's really missing in 2025 in the culture.
I agree. Now, Kai, your name is Kai Cash.
Yes.
What did you do with your first check?
Damn.
Don't
that's
lie.
crazy. I found somewhere to stay.
Okay.
I'm gonna just put it. I'm gonna put it in the
Was
words.
it reasonable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I found somewhere to stay. I got the label chain, so I didn't really need a chain.
Okay.
I had a little kid of my own first, so I didn't really need that. So I was like, I need somewhere to live, to rest my head.
A need.
It's a need. That was literally the first thing I did.
Now, outside of the legacy and the track record that these icons have, what made you decide to go with Generation?
Realistically, I got a chance to be in the system, and I was courted before I even signed my deal, before we even talked, like my first meeting. That was the first thing. My first meeting was with Drum and Lake and Willie Joe, and I got the chance to play like 15, 16 records. And I've had multiple meetings before with labels, and they usually let you play 3, 4 before they start talking. They let me play 15. For me, it was just like, oh man, this is a great sign.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, we want to sign, you just got to get past Cannon. Here we go. Cannon came to the session. Maybe the next day he dropped off a beat. He was like, what up? Here. I did the beat, 20 minutes, sent it back. It was like the rest is history. But outside of that, just seeing how tight-knit everybody is in there, it's a boutique label. So it's just like everybody is focused on what they're focused on. And they take so much pride in artist development. For me, it's like I've been, playing the game for quite some time. I was independent for a minute, doing what I did. From 16 till 2024, for real. Okay. So that's 8 years. And just knowing how that goes. So for me, it's just like I know what I am lacking and the things that I might not know that I'm lacking, I'm sure I can learn here. But outside of that, it's just like it's canon and drama. I'm a real student of the game. I study hip hop. I know how big these two icons are.
What are some of your challenges? Like, when it comes to the journey, we're often taught that we need to enjoy it. But when we're in it, we hate it.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things, because artists, they see you get signed and you're there and it looks like glitz and glam, but talk about, the stuff that we don't see. Like, what's some of the things that you had to overcome?
I think for the most part, I used to want my music to just speak for itself and me not have to do nothing. And coming into the system, it was just like, I got the chance to really figure out the simple fact that it's just like, bro, you got to be outside with it. Like, you come on now. We can't just.
You can't rap
It's
from the
gonna take
crib.
you so long to get where you want to go with that. Outside of that, that's probably pretty much it. Everything else, I enjoy every bit of the process. Like doing interviews, waking up early, having to catch flights, press, whatever we need to do, let's get it done. I didn't come this far to just be like, oh yeah, now I'm here, I need to lay back. Like, nah, I got more work to do than what I did before. So for me, it's like I didn't really ever have too many things that were like hindering me or too bad. Yeah, like the things that I didn't know, I learned from them. And the things that I knew that I didn't have the acumen in, they're here helping me now. So it's just like, I love the process.
So how do you maneuver through the different personalities and the different mindsets and different ways that Cannon does, how Cannon does things, and then drama is totally different, and then Lake is a whole different ballpark. So those are 3 different entities, 3 different icons. How do you move and maneuver through all 3 of them being under one umbrella?
So first and foremost, for me, it's like I didn't come here to be the know-it-all. I came here because I was looking for guidance. So it's like, I might suggest certain things. With all 3 of them, I can say, they let me know off rip, like, bro, this is your boat. We're supporting you, whatever way, shape, or form. But when I'm showing little signs that I might not even know what I'm doing. They're like, oh, you don't know what you're doing? Okay, hold on. Let's help you. Cannon to help me, it might be production. Drama help me in a sense of like, all right, we need to put these 2 artists together with you and let me do a whole Gangsta Grills project with you. Lake is like, listen, we need to think about this totally differently. And Lake will have me in a whole position where it's just like, I would have never thought about it like that. So it's like they all wear their hats and they wear them very well. Like they're professionals with their hats and they don't step on each other's toes, at least not in my experience. It's like I can go to each one of them for something different. I know what I'm going to either one of them for.
Okay, so scenario. Say, for instance, you did something you wasn't supposed to do.
Yeah.
You got drama, you got Cannon, you got Lake. Who are you not telling that you did something wrong? Which one can you not be like, hey, bro, this is what I did?
I'm probably not telling Lake off of
Okay.
I'm not telling
And then who's the second
telling.
person you're not telling?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I feel like these 2 I can tell them. I'm gonna probably get a similar response. Drama's gonna be like, what?
He gonna give you a judgmental, but he gonna
He gonna be like, nah, I might have did that too.
Oh yeah.
Cannon is gonna be like, you nut ass young nigga. It's gonna be like, oh man, here we go. But I know Lake is gonna be like, cuz, like, I don't even want to hear it. Like, I'm not telling Lake. Nah.
Now you're from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And your father worked with the greats.
Yeah, everybody.
Who are you inspired by?
I'm inspired by, I'm gonna go with my old list first. Hove, Big, Mace, Mary J. Blige.
Tupac.
Nah. Respect.
Put that on the
Respect to Pop.
That's a trick question.
Nah, it was crazy.
Respect.
And it was quick too, though. Like it was.
Nah, he's not. He's not on my inspiration list. And I'm gonna say new Kendrick, Drake. As crazy as that may sound, and that's probably it for real. I'm not. That's like my core list.
What makes you different from everybody else in your lane?
I think my approach, for one, the fact that especially right now, I don't think everybody in the game takes this thing as serious as they should. And I feel like we are in a space of applauding mediocrity, but that's all we know at the moment because it's been put to the forefront for so long. And we're part of the blame because we consume it and we rock with it and we love it. But for me, it's just like my attention to detail, but my intention with detail at the same time. I feel like it's something that a lot of people are going to be able to take from me and be like, all right, I can respect that. If not, if you don't, you might not like a song.
But when you perform.
But you exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to be something that'll bring you in, whether it's that or whether it's my personality. Like, I don't really do too much talking, like, outside of this.
What's your sign?
I'm Aquarius.
Oh.
I'm real introverted, but it's like my willingness for what I got going on in this thing of ours that everybody is trying to be a part of when it comes to everybody wants to rap and all of that. It's just like how much I care is enough for me. I think that makes me different. Like I see rapper, the word rapper has because it's such a bad stigma on a rapper. It's just like everything is negative that comes with that. When I wanted to be a rapper, I'm still a rapper. It's just like it was the hardest thing in the world. Now it's just like, oh, to go be a rapper. Like, hold on, no.
Like everybody.
Nah, it's not.
Music.
Yeah. So I think that more than anything is what's gonna make me different from.
So Drum, and I'm glad you said that. Drum, why do you think? And this is a question for you and Cannon, but to piggyback off of what he just said, like the state of how the game is right now, why do you think it's evolved to that from what you all stamped and grew up on and curated?
I think a lot of it has to do with just the fact that like the opportunities or the way people used to get on in the game was a lot harder than it is now. Like, you know, Andy Warhol once said, damn near 60, 70 years ago, in the future, everybody will be famous for 15 minutes. So a lot of times people get their 15 minutes of fame, you know, so a song may go viral fast and, you know, catch on. And then next thing you know, a person is, you know, the talk of the town. But a lot of times, you know, if people aren't prepared or again, there's no guidance or there's no development, they're not ready for the moment.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they get in the game and, you know, they have a record that might be bigger than they are, you know, and a lot of times then you're playing catch up all the time. So I think that's one part about it. And then, you know, I think that like we've come into a space where more than ever, it's like the lifespan or the career length of an artist is declining more and more. You know, you're lucky if you get a 2-3 year run. You know what I'm saying? We've seen some people, you know, hot for 6 months to a year, and then you're like, damn, what happened to so and so? Like, they're not even hot no more. You know, if you can make it to 5 years, you're saying something. 10 years there's very few. Anything past that, you know, you start getting to legendary and icon status. You know, and like Kyle was saying, like, you know, when we grew up, and I'm probably everybody at this table, like when you thought about your artist, whether it was a rapper or, you know, I would put R&B in there a little bit, but they were like larger than life. They were bigger than life, you know, and I think now that, you know, now everything is so hands-on, accessible, which I think is a gift and a curse. Like everything that I'm saying, I in some ways, I think I applaud people being able to like not have to go through the system to, you know, make a statement or make a name for themselves. But just as much as it, you know, it's gotten easier, it just means there's a lot of bullshit out here too, you know?
Well said.
Look, now for both of you, when it comes to like if somebody is watching this interview or just tuned into each of your brands and they say like, how can I get signed a generation now? What would you say? I mean,
you can't.
Facts.
But I think that
sign is a bad word.
Or, you know, like get on or be a part of affiliated.
Yeah, I mean,
the way I tell people all the time, The way I tell people all the time, I think the way to explain that is like that's really the wrong way of looking at it. You know, like, and I say this all the time. It's not the first time, but like when we was coming up, I couldn't like just reach out to Jay-Z or Funk Flex or Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? Like now everything's accessible. Like you can DM whoever. You never know. You might get a response. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the way that, you know, me and Cannon came into the game, I tell people all the time, instead of trying to look up, like look left and look right. So, it's, you know, don't think about it in a sense of like trying to get signed to Generation Now or the other multiple labels that are out here. Like, do your thing. Like, if you're an artist, you know, find yourself a producer that's like might be, you know, on the same level as you. Find yourself somebody that wants to be in management. Find yourself a cameraman that has a vision that wants to, you know, be the eye for your videos and your vlogs and things like that, and build your team like that. And, you know, make those who are, you know, a level above you come searching for you before you got to go search for them. You know what I mean? So I think that's the way people should go about like taking their inspiration instead of always trying to like look up like, damn, I want to get Drake or Kendrick on my record. Like, nah, do your thing, and next thing you know, Drake and Kendrick gonna pay attention to you.
Yeah, thanks. I ain't got nothing to say. It's better.
You are still the same, bro. I swear.
You can't get signed. Got it.
Now, Kai, in the game right now, rap, R&B, melodic, like, cause I wouldn't consider you just like a rapper.
Yeah.
Just because you could you have a melody with you and you can touch into a softer side.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people out there that dibbles and dabbles through both of those sides. But what will set you apart from all of that?
For one, talent. that's the first thing. I think that's the main thing for me, talent. But like I said earlier, I feel like it's how I'm carrying everything too. Like it's hard to put it in words. This question always kind of gets me to a point because it's difficult for me to put it in words without saying something like just talent, because I don't want to just solely rely on talent. But it's also my ability to do exactly what you said. Like, I know how to be a chameleon when I need to be a chameleon, but I know how to stand on my own 2 feet and be in my own lane and not have to worry about nobody. And even if somebody is in a lane that I'm in, I embrace, and I'm able to be a team player at this. Like, I would love to see everybody win. Because I know I'm a win regardless. That's just how I feel about myself. I feel like everybody should feel the same way. So I feel like just the ability that I have to do all the things that I feel like it takes to be at the level that I see myself being is the most important thing. But also being able to sit back and know when it's just like, you still got a lot of room to grow. You still could take the type of constructive criticism. You still need to put up some more practice shots. You still need to, you know, watch these highlight reels of maybe somebody else. Or you need to be a part of this team of somebody else that's winning. You know, whatever the case may be, to put myself in a position to, like they said, instead of always shooting up, it's like I'm able, no matter what space I'm at, to look left and right because I know it's going to take me further. I think that's the biggest takeaway for me for it.
Now, with talent comes money. With money comes success. With success comes the women. What's your love life like?
I've been in a relationship for 7 years now, you know, so.
That's amazing.
Salute to that. Because
Yes.
the world that we live in, being the age that
Almost
we are,
Yes,
it's
the
crazy.
industry that
It's
we are, it is
crazy.
tough,
It's
it is
crazy.
hard. So
The age
salute to that.
y'all are.
Yeah. I'm talking about us, man.
Yeah.
What's the key to a 7-year relationship, especially with someone like you in the industry blowing up?
Communication is one. It's the first. I used to be like, whatever. Communication. You got to understand your partner. I feel like that's the biggest thing. If you don't understand your partner, it's never going to work out. Spending time, learning about like love languages and things like that. Things that people might not deem important is super.
They're rubbing off on you.
It's super important. Love languages. What's that, bro? Oh my god! Like, yo, everything matters. Like the intricate details of everything. It's like, yeah. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is communication, being attentive, being sporadic. for sure you got to be sporadic.
How's she taking all of this? Like this new life. It's not new. I know you've been doing music for a while, but
it ain't at this level.
But
Yeah,
at
but
this
it's
level.
new. It's new.
It's new.
This is new.
It's
But how
different.
is she
This
handling
is
that?
new.
How are you both handling that
She
together?
be having her episodes where she just like, I just don't know. And I'm just it's like, this is how you met me. I had to say, I never gave myself another option. So it's like, but you know, she's getting the hang of it for the most part. Like she's like, I know what I signed up for. Like I respect
Until
that.
she sees what she signed
Okay,
up
yeah,
for.
because I was about to say, because
It's
you're like
whatever.
7 years in, but like we said earlier, like you're over that hump of the hill now. Like, so now it's about to be a steady, straight pace. So nothing will be the same.
Nothing
Like,
will be the same.
so do you? I mean, and I'm wishing the best, but do you
Thank you.
think like, I mean, trials and tribulations come with any
Yeah.
type of relationship,
Uh-huh.
but I feel like the rocks will get harder in the road
Yeah.
because she's gonna, or you all, not just she, because you all are gonna experience something that hasn't been experienced
Facts.
before.
We try our best to communicate about that, even
Mhm.
because don't nobody know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, and even in her career, like she's thriving in her career field. So it's just like it can happen either way. Granted,
Agreed.
mine is it's a little more out in public,
Yeah.
and we know how this goes.
Yours is in the limelight more.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
real publicized. But one thing I could say is I'm happy that we've been together for so long because we've been through so much.
Mm.
It's just like I don't think nothing else
Y'all can't
can
go through
like.
nothing
It's
else.
like we didn't, you know.
You gonna put the ring
And
on the
it's
finger?
yeah, definitely.
Aw.
But I feel like
She'll trunk you, bro. Why you over here sitting there like he over here sitting like, yo,
I'm being
we
modest
going
for
through
her,
our
yeah.
joint.
I'm being modest.
She will be like,
But it,
ass the trunk. You did what?
but nah, we still get through it. At the end of the day, like I'm gonna be in the trunk, like
She
yo,
acting like Bree won't trunk your
like
ass.
yo, let me out, let me explain, let me explain. But nah, like
Nigga doing Barbara
we'll
Walters
listen,
60
we'll be
minutes.
fine. Yo, Cannon is crazy.
Bro, real shit.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
She
I
about
will-
to trunk me.
We'll put
You late to the session, nigga? That's how you doing it?
we'll put it out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Fatherhood. Do you have any kids?
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
You waiting on the right one?
No,
I mean, being
no.
that no, it's
That's
just-
crazy. You trying to get me caught? That was you rating on the right one.
Wow.
I'm happy I didn't think too fast with that one. Like, oh yeah, no, nah. I'm waiting for the right time for real. Like,
The right time. That's what I mean. You wait on the right time.
I ain't even peeped that though. That's the crazy part. I ain't peeped it. Like, what?
I peeped it.
I meant the right time.
The right one is crazy.
but nah, yeah, I'm waiting on
like
that.
the right kid.
meant the
like,
right
like the
He
right,
moved the mic.
like the right one. Like after the,
Like,
the
nah,
initial
you got it.
conversation we just had, and her, I thought like she was trying to mean the right, like you feel me?
The
Like,
right moment.
Nah, that was one of the questions.
That's crazy.
Now, let's talk music. Like what does Kai have coming up? What's next? Like, because now, and I hate to keep saying this, but you're under a magnifying glass now
Yeah.
because of the company you're around and the
Yeah.
people that you're with. So like expectations are not no little ass
Yeah, no
step.
regular
Like
regular.
it's mountains and hills. Like
Facts.
so in that aspect of music, like what does Kai have? Like what is coming? What's been worked on?
Yeah, for one, Cash Rules is the project. It's coming out April 25th.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been in the studio for like the past 3 years just cooking. Like,
On this one project.
well, yeah,
Oh,
that
wait,
too.
okay.
But multiple projects. Just I'm having projects. I kid y'all not. Like
Mhm.
I could put out a few projects right now. I got so much music, but it's not just one vibe. Like I'm meeting more people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm embracing all the support, you know, the things that I deem important from the avenues and the fields that I deem important. I'm going out a lot more, so I'm seeing what's going on in the world, not just on Instagram, but it's like I'm in the streets and I'm like, okay, this is what's happening. I'm tapping in with a lot more things. And, you know, trendy vibes, I don't do too much of trying to jump into trends, but it's just me sharpening my steel so I can be able to, you know, like just do whatever I want. But for the most part, it's just like, I got so much music, I can't even give it one word. It's just I'm coming with heat. Pause. Like it's really crazy. Like y'all hear the first project, it's like, all right, he ain't lying. Then we're gonna get to the second.
Is
part,
this
then we gonna get
is
to
this a project with collaborations or is this all
yeah,
you?
yeah. It's a few features on there. I haven't mentioned no features yet. I'm gonna just
Okay.
wait till the project
You gotta
drop.
wait.
Can we get one?
But
No, not one.
No,
nah, yeah.
we can't get one feature.
I'm
Not a hint.
I'm consistent.
Oh no,
Yeah,
y'all
I
leave it
don't
in his
need-
hands. It's
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
I'm consistent with my hiding it. Like I'm
Okay, can you
consistent
tell us
with
your
my
dream
hiding it.
collaborations then? Somebody
I want to
that
work
you-
with. I want to work with Kendrick for sure. I want to work with Brent Faiyaz.
Ooh.
That's this singer named Alex Isley. She's super dope to me. I want to work with her. I would love to work with Jay-Z, but we got to see what type of timing he's on.
Yeah.
Drake, of course. We can't leave Drake out the mix. It's a long list. I would love to work with Victoria Monet.
Anybody in the air that
That
we're
we in right
Yeah.
now? Yeah, respect. I would love to work with somebody like Boss Man D-Lo. I feel like
Wow.
that'd be just the
different.
funniest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like exactly. I feel like that's what be the reaction. Like what? How did y'all? And I know it's gonna be
It's
crazy.
gonna be
It's
fire.
gonna be hard. Glorilla, she's
On fire.
going digital. She's a dog. I would love to work with Doshi.
Okay. Don't you
She's
say.
another animal. Tyler the Creator. The list goes on and on, but that's like top of my head. I know I would want to work with any of those.
Now back to the project that's about to drop. How many songs on the project?
10.
And is it
We
is
got
it an
10.
EP? Is it an album?
Cash
Is it
Rules,
a
right?
Cash Rules, yeah.
what are you labeling it as?
It's a EP.
Okay.
It's called Cash Rules. It's just like a compilation. I kind of like a mixtape too. I don't really. The terminology confuses me all the
Do
time.
we get drama vocals on it?
Is everything okay?
You should have zoomed
It's
in
the
his
pollen.
face on that.
It's the pollen. It's the pollen.
Whatever that means. Yeah. Okay. It's a.
That's Lake. That's, you remember
See?
what you said about
See?
Lake, though? You remember
See,
what you
niggas
said
get the
about Lake?
coughing and hey. It's a
It's a
tape.
no DJ mixtape.
It's a no DJ mixtape.
Okay.
EP.
It's an EP.
Well, EP.
It's not.
It's a compilation.
I wasn't even finished with my sentence before. See, this why that's because Lake here. They say like, hey, you can't.
I was gonna correct you. I was see how far you was.
I was gonna just say it's like never mind. I'm not even gonna
Y'all
say
supposed to have this
I'm not gonna
conversation
say
in
the
the car.
word no more in here.
Okay.
So
It's a mixtape.
It's a mixtape.
Okay.
Okay.
So okay. Is drama voice on it?
Nah,
No curations of
No
from drama?
DJ.
no DJ.
Okay.
No DJ.
Now 10 songs. If you had to pick one song off of that project that means the most to you, what song would that be?
What you want, which is the single that I just dropped.
Mm-hmm. And why is that?
Because just the whole process more than anything else. Like, Cannon made the beat. As soon as I got the beat, it spoke to me like first, second. I'm like, oh, this is different.
Is this the one where you played the 15 songs for him and then he came
No.
with
This one I was in the system already.
Okay, I'm just like, I got
I was already
You
in the
already
system.
in there.
I was already in the
Okay.
system. Yeah, this is one of them later like session vibes. He
Mm-hmm.
sent me a beat. I heard the beat and I'm just like, oh no, this is crazy. And for the people that listen to my music or don't, like, I have not ever really been one with doing hooks. Like, I just like to just go off.
Mhm.
But on this particular record, it's just like I felt something like this needs to be something where I go off,
Mhm.
but it's a song that people can really enjoy. And I did a little, executive production. I put some chants in the back. It just made me feel like I was just in a different pocket of my life. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm just going places with my career. I'm learning how to executive produce a little bit. I'm doing
You getting all
it
the
was just
tools.
like, and I was
Yeah.
by myself. I recorded myself. I did everything by myself. Like, it's just my mind was just gone. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And then when I sent it, I put it in my Untitled link. Cannon heard it. He's like, yo, this is crazy. It wasn't even initially supposed to be on the project. We had to do some swapping around, and that was like one of the first contenders. Without me even having to push for it, everybody was like, this needs to be on the project. I was like, okay,
This is
so
the
this is
one.
a job well done.
So having multiple great ears
Mhm.
to agree
Yeah.
on a record without nobody disagreeing, like you being from New York,
Yeah.
7-8 years in the game, not being signed, independent, and trying to get to that place, like what type of mental space did that put you in?
All them years paid off. Like,
Yeah.
that's really the only thing I could say. Like, but I never get too caught up in like, okay, they all like this song. Because it'd be some songs where it's just like, nah, this I don't agree with that. somebody else might be like,
That's
nah, this is
usually how
hard.
it
But
is, though, with the
yeah.
artists.
So for me, it was just like, all right, I'm doing the right thing. Stuff like that keeps me going.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of times where I'm just like, kind of brought back like, oh man, this doesn't seem like it's working how I would like it to work, or not how people get it. It's just
So
like,
what do you
get in
do
your
in
own
those
way.
times? Like for all the artists that, or just people in general, because I mean, mental health is a lot and
Super
and
important.
means a lot, especially in the times that we are in now.
Mhm.
So like when you're having those thoughts and you're going back and forth in your head, like what do you do to cope and get through that and get past that for all the people that's wondering?
First thing I do is isolate. Like I gotta isolate just so I can sit with my thoughts. Cause that's how I personally kind of like let them out.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I'm journaling or just whatever I can do, I gotta sit with them just to understand deeply. Like I don't want to be sporadic. I don't want to be impulsive with these emotions that I'm having.
Mhm.
It's more so like all right, what is this feeling? Why am I feeling this way? And what's really going on?
Right.
Because 9 times out of 10, what's really going on is like you're overthinking it.
Mhm.
It's cool to overthink
live
it.
in
It's
your
natural,
head.
but you feel me? After that, once I get comfortable with it, I can speak to the people that I'm comfortable speaking to about it. Like, yo, I'm just feeling crazy. Da, 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 da. I had put out a post recently, it wasn't even too long ago, where I was feeling discouraged and I took it down, but I had a lot of people reach out to me like, yo, what's going on? Like,
Yeah, you all right?
they're
Yeah.
just giving me my flowers. Like, bro, it's natural. It comes with the territory.
human.
You going? You feel me? It's like
Yeah.
don't overthink it. Like I
Yeah.
got to asking questions like, yo, how do you think I'm doing? Am I doing everything? Like, what can I be doing better? They're just like, bro,
Relax.
you're good.
Yeah.
Like, don't overthink it. But that's pretty much ISO. Sit with myself, chop it up with my people. Then I'll be good. Then the most important thing is just realizing what's really going on though. Like,
Mhm.
get out your head for those seconds. Like, oh, okay, I'm really doing this thing. Like, it's really, and I'm in a better space than I was yesterday. So it's like,
That's amazing. Now, when it's all said and done, what do you want to be most known for? Your legacy.
ooh, that's a good question. I would have to say me getting what I wanted to get out of life my way. I feel like we're in a space and place where a lot of things are gimmicky,
Mm.
and you get the chance to see a lot of people like cosplay and do certain things that they probably are not necessarily wanting to do
Mm-hmm.
to get to the space that they want to get to. And I don't knock nobody's hustle, but for me, I feel like that's what took me so long, is not giving up on my way of doing things. And I would want to be that type of inspiration to people, and I would want everybody to be able to take that away from me. Like, there's somebody out there in the world that was able to get it how he's seen through the whole way,
Mm-hmm.
especially coming up in this era. I used to think back in the early 2000s, it's just like, oh, there's a way, there's a system, there's a button, there's a
You
machine.
have to do
there's
it like this, yeah.
you gotta, it's like now, there's so many ways, especially with social media, it's like, you can see a way somebody else is doing it and feel like, oh, if I do this, it'll help me get to that space. It's just like everything in for everybody. And I feel like everybody should take pride in how they do their thing.
Yeah.
Because that's what makes everybody unique, and that's what brings people to the next level. So that would be I would want people to take that away from me more than anything, because I know I'm going to go far. It's just about the process and the journey with me going far. Like, I stood 10 toes the whole time. I didn't have to do the extras.
Mm-hmm. Now, Cannon and Drum. Cannon, you first, and then I'm gonna come back to you for the last question. But if y'all could describe Kai in 3 words, like meaning from when y'all first met him, the journey that he's already been on, and even the projection that y'all want him to go on, in 3 words, because y'all words, y'all say so, y'all approval means a lot to
Means
the
a lot,
world.
yeah.
So if you could describe him in 3 words, and 3 words only, what would those 3 words be?
King LeBron James.
Ooh. You turned the lights off for that one.
Wait. Before I go to Drum, Lakers winning this year?
Of course, every time. Lakers in
Look
5.
at
You know what I mean?
I know you was
What?
gonna say that.
Drum?
Yeah, how do I top that?
He said,
I don't even know if I want to top it. How do I come after that? LeBron James, that was good.
Yeah, that was. And he had it like that.
On the head.
Mount Rushmore.
Now listen, I don't think you understand. Like
Yeah.
these are
Yeah.
now
Icons.
He tapping his leg under the table. He's like, God damn, they done fucked me up now. I'm scared.
Now,
See, they always do that.
I'm gonna switch it real
They
quick.
always do that to me, man.
I'm gonna switch it real
Yeah,
quick.
because now I gotta think. They just went.
Nah,
crazy.
I'm gonna make it a little bit easier for you. Okay.
Okay.
Lake Show. Describe him, not 3 words. Describe
Okay.
Lake in 1 word.
Oh man. This might be more than 1 word. I'm gonna just say powerhouse.
Okay, you can combine that.
I think that's 1 word.
That's,
Okay.
that's one word.
Okay. Cannon. Describe him in 2 words.
Overly dedicated.
Take that.
Yeah.
Drum. Describe him in 3 words.
Oh. I can't even say that. Hold on. Let me
Mr.
down-
Thanksgiving.
That's a good one.
The iPod King.
I was gonna say real silent assassin because
Ooh.
I feel like everybody knows Drum,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think Drum gets the recognition Drum deserves. So
Wow.
I'm gonna stick with real silent assassin.
Yeah.
Cause it's like people be aware, but it's just like, yeah, that's Drum. That's
They don't
Drum.
see it
Gangsta
coming,
Grills.
though. Yeah.
It's like, nah, nigga, it's deeper than that. It's
Yeah.
like I definitely I'm gonna say those 3 words.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
Wow, well, just like that, man, we appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Proud of you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having
all.
me.
Yes, sir.
Listen, man.
Congratulations.
Thank
you, man.
You are in great company, man. Fly Guy DC.
Maisha Simone.
God.